container manages servlet component lifecycle. EJB container managing EJB component lifecycle. IOC container manages what lifecycle? Spring Bean lifecycle. Can you tell me what is Spring Bean, guys? Spring Bean is a Java class whose class and object, whose object is created and managed by Spring container. Right, guys? Okay, why Spring container is called IOC container? In normal core Java application, loading class, creating object, managing object, destroying object are taken care by whom? Programmer, directly, indirectly, right? In Spring environment, when Spring Bean is given to IOC container, all these operations are taken care by whom? Container itself. Don't you think it's the reverse of regular process? Reverse, another English word is what? That's why it is called inversion of control operation. Such container is called what? Inversion of control container. Come on, guys. Then lastly, we discussed about in Spring, how many containers are there? What are those? Bean factory container, application context container, right, boss? Both the containers are called IOC container, or only first container is called IOC container? In fact, both the containers are called IOC container. Fine. Why we need these servers and containers only in advanced Java and frameworks related web application development and distributed application development? Why we don't see such containers and servers utilization in regular core Java style standalone application development? Can you tell me the reason behind it? Core Java applications are standalone. Standalone means stand single. Stand single means specific to one computer, can be operated by how many users at a time? Respond, Babu, respond. I know you are intellectual, but let me know you are intellectual. Fine. Okay. Yeah, can be operated by how many users at a time? When one user is there and one person is operating at a time, is there any need of automating services, especially start and stop process? That's why no need of any servers. But when it comes to web application and distributed applications, guys, it will be requested and operated by how many users at a time? Lakhs, 1,000 crore, depends upon the popularity of the application. If I say I will manually start the application, I will manually load the classes, manually create object whenever request comes, is it going to work out, guys? Really not going to work out. Really not going to work out. So we need one automation software taking care of all these activities, taking each request from client, linking that request to appropriate web component of web application, executing the web component. Come on. Managing the web component. Are you getting my point? Executing the web component, managing the web component. Okay, gathering the generating output, sending that output to client as response. To take care of all these things in automated environment, we need a special software. They are called servers. Inside these servers, containers will be there because object creation, object management, object lifecycle management will be taken care by the containers. Is that clear? Super. Right. Shall we go for official launch of Spring Core module today? Spring Core module, guys. Yeah, first one. It is base module for other modules of the Spring Boss. Until I launch Spring Boot, you worry about Spring only. When I launch Spring Boot, you worry about Spring Boot. I already given plan. What is the plan? Having core Java, advanced Java basics as the prerequisite, we enter into Spring. There we learn Spring core module, nothing but Spring basics. Keeping Spring Basics as a prerequisite, we enter into Spring Boot Basics. Nothing but Spring Boot core module. Once we got the core module knowledge, using that knowledge, we try to learn all other advanced modules in Spring Boot based on Spring Boot basics knowledge. So ultimately, all our serious application, mini projects, and industry ready application, everything we are going to develop in what style? Spring style or Spring Boot style? Initially Spring style, but very less. And more with what? Spring Boots. And last topic in our course is microservice architecture based application development. That architecture we are going to develop in Spring style or Spring Boot style. If someone says, I am looking for end-to-end Spring learning, I am not teaching it and that is not required also. Spring is, I cannot say outdated, but direct utilization of Spring is reduced. And everyone is using what? Indirectly through Spring Boot only. Then why are you teaching Spring core module? Directly teach what? Spring Boot, guys. No, sir. As I said, to understand Spring Boot, first of all, you should understand Spring. That's the one reason. Another reason is the people who are taking interviews in the companies, they started their career 10 years back, 7 years back, 8 years back. They have learned end to end Spring, number one. Number two, they look at Spring Boot as extension of Spring only. Got it now? And that's why they always ask a lot of Spring related basic question. Then they will move to Spring Boot. For this reason also, we have to spend some time on the Spring. Clear? It's something like this. Can you learn JDBC directly without learning core Java? Same thing. Spring core module, Spring Boot core module are the core Java of Spring Boss. In order to you learn advanced module for advanced application development, you should get basics of Spring programming. Spring programming basics will be discussed in Spring core module. Spring Boot programming basics will be discussed in what? Spring Boot core module. That means basic terminologies. What is dependency injection? What is auto wiring? What is Spring Bean? All these fundamental terminologies, basics, we are going to learn in what? In these two frameworks core module. So that's why don't expect any serious application development in Spring Boot core and Spring core. These modules we are learning to habituate to Spring and Spring Boot. Clear, guys? It is base module for other modules of the Spring framework. Other modules of the Spring framework. Okay, when I say other modules, what guys? 20 piece. Admin. Video on చేయమని చెప్పు. Other modules of the Spring framework. Right. If this module is used alone, if this module is used alone, then we can develop only standalone applications using Spring. If this module is not combined with other modules, guys, if it is used independently, at maximum we can develop only what? Standalone application. Okay. If this module is used in combination with other Spring modules, then we can develop all kinds of applications. When I say all kinds of application, standalone applications, come on. Web applications, distributed application, and etc. Mainly these three things. Don't give special importance to enterprise application. Enterprise application is combination of what? Web application and this one. Okay, boss. Now tell me next one. This module provides, this module gives two Spring containers as the IOC containers. How many containers it is providing, guys? Two containers. Okay, what are the two containers it is providing, guys? Bean factory. What is that, guys? Bean factory IOC container. Next one, application context IOC container. What is this application context, guys? Bean factory IOC container plus plus. Bean factory IOC container plus plus. Are you getting my point there, guys? I want reply, boss. Yeah. Now listen. Using these containers of core module, and don't think that in other module, other containers are there. Same container will be used in all the modules, guys. Throughout Spring and Spring Boot framework, in every module, we are going to work with these two containers only. Let me give this note, guys. Otherwise, in this module, these two containers are given mean. Some people think that in next module, one more container will come. No, no, no. These two containers only will be used throughout all modules of Spring and Spring Boot. In fact, we don't use Bean Factory container at all. I don't even introduce also. Only for knowledge sake, I am introducing name, boss. Every day we work with what? Application context container only. Right, boss? Okay. All the modules of Spring Kama. What, guys? Yeah, someone is, Saroda is seriously asking why, sir. When application context container is Bean Factory plus plus, right? And you are using application context means indirectly you are using Bean Factory now, boss. And when you have small container, big container, both, and less features container, more features containers, both, then why don't what is need of spending time with less features container? Brain ra babu. And maybe you are seeing only plus plus as a plus plus symbol, right? In that plus plus, lot of meaning is there. What is the meaning? Okay, guys. It's not slow, fast. Features are less, right, guys? Madam, first listen the class, madam. Madam or sir, I don't know. Okay. One side I am telling less features, small container, and you are asking slow na sir, fast na sir. Common sense and brain should not be missed while attending classes. I'm telling less features, more features, right? It's because of features, boss. It's because of features. Slow, fast, that problem is not there. Why? Because application context is also extension of what? Bean factory, right? Na? Okay. All modules of Spring and Spring Boot will be using these two IOC containers. These two IOC containers. Okay. Effectively in the application development. Especially the application. Come on, guys. Do you write notes along with this? Mr. Sriram, don't write notes. Everyday notes will be shared. Everyone please respond. Any newcomers are there? Online and offline. Offline, if you are a newcomer, raise your hand. Okay. Offline, if you are a newcomer, raise your hand. Online, if you are a newcomer, just say I am. Just say I am. Sriram, you are the only one person who is newcomer, it seems. Usman is also there. Yeah. Let me spend 1 minute for these newcomers, guys. Newcomers, welcome. You can happily join in this batch. You can continue. But 4 to 5 backup classes are there. Our admin will provide backup videos, and you have to collect them and watch them within 2 3 days as early as possible. That's number one. Number two, you should have core Java as prerequisite, JDBC as a prerequisite. Remaining all topics are not required immediately. You can do advanced Java course and this course parallelly. And most importantly, stop writing the running notes. In my class, don't bring pen and paper. Come with brain and go with brain. That's it. While attending classes, use presence of mind and common sense and respond to all my queries. Small query or big query, you have to respond. Everything will be shared. Initially by using Facebook group, later by using Google Drive, dedicated Google Drive. Applications I share, material I share, PDFs I share, use cases I share, some projects I share. Lot of things will be shared, boss. Initially using Facebook, later by using Google Drive. Is that clear? My voice is low na, slow na. Slow means I am helpless. I think you are trying to say low na. I think from my side, no issue, guys. Check your side. Maybe you have to increase the volume or your mic is having problem. Mic or speakers are having problem. Okay, guys. Effectively in the application development, face cam. I don't know why. Yeah. Video will come, boss. Video will come. That's why direct communication is always good. Right. Guys, from my side, a net problem is not there. Everything is perfect. Today only low sound, not today only your sound speaker is having problem. Please don't disturb the class. Right. Mr. Online team, please switch on the cam. Vasu, please switch on the cam. Okay. Now everyone please focus. Application development, especially application context container. What container, guys? Application context container. Container will be used more. This container will be used more, guys. Okay. Super, guys. The two containers of Spring framework. The two containers given in Spring and Spring Boot framework. I'm not highlighting Spring Boot because I will officially launch Spring Boot. Are given for two operations, guys. Mainly for two operations. You take any big feature, but that starts with two these basic operations. Number one for Spring Bean lifecycle management. Loading the Spring Bean class, creating object, managing object, calling lifecycle method, destroying object. Number two, for dependency management among the Spring Beans. Nothing but assigning dependent Spring Bean class object to target Spring Bean class object. It's a good news, guys. When you give two Spring Bean classes to IOC container, both classes related lifecycle management is done by IOC container. Creating object, managing object, if needed, destroying object. Not only that work, guys. It can assign dependent Spring Bean class object to target Spring Bean class object. But you have to tell, this is dependent class, this is target class, this is helper class, this is main class. If you give that clarity either through XML or annotation, assigning dependent class object to target class object will also be taken care by IOC container. Sir, I did not understand who is a target, who is a dependent. I am the faculty, you are the student. You are using my services, right? You are using my services. Okay, the person who is using services is called target. The person who is helping to complete the services is called dependent. Don't apply English meaning as it is. Who is using the services? Target. Who is giving services is the dependent. In our case, student is the target, faculty is the dependent. Because I am supporting you people, you are the person who is using the services. Faculty and Mike. Faculty is the dependent. Because faculty wants to use Mike and Mike's giving services to faculty. Flipkart and courier company DTDC. Flipkart is the online shopping website, right? And courier company DTDC. I think you know DTDC is a courier company. In India, very popular. Or e-cart also come. So many courier companies are there nowadays because of online business, boss, right? Okay, now Flipkart, e-cart. Flipkart, e-cart. You identify who is target, who is dependent. Everyone should tell, right or wrong, you should tell. Okay, guys. Flipkart is the target one and DTDC is the dependent. Okay, guys. See, if you don't know something, you assembled here to know that one, right? When I say, do you know DTDC is courier company? If you, by wasting your energy, I don't know, sir, what to do. You are here to learn and use them, right? Okay, fine. Flipkart, DTDC. Who is target here? Who is dependent here? Clear, boss? Okay, Flipkart wants to use UPI payment. I have a separate class for UPI payment. I have a separate class for Flipkart. Who is target? Who is dependent? Because Flipkart is using UPI payment. Student and course material. Who is target? Who is dependent? Online students. You don't respond. Do you have any physically handicapped reservations? Your tongue is not working. Mouth is stitched. Then why are you not responding? Guys, if you don't want to respond and you want to attend online class, better not to come to my classes. I want active brains in the classroom, not the mummy and dummy brains. I request every online student, sit in the chair and listen the class. If possible, stand and listen the class. Don't lay on the bed and listen the class. If you are doing such practices, you are the loser. Okay, once again, student and course material. Student and course material. Student is target, course material is dependent. Okay, now listen carefully. If I give student and course material classes to IOC container of Spring Framework as a Spring. Okay, first life cycle management. What it will do? It will load both the classes, create object for both classes, manages both objects. If needed, destroys the both objects. That means Spring container is doing life cycle management of Spring Beans. Number two, it can also take care of what? Dependency management. It can assign DTDC class object to Flipkart object. In this example, course material object to what, guys? Student class object. That means one more level of easiness you are getting or not there. Till yesterday, I was highlighting only lifecycle management. Today, I am telling assigning dependent to target is also not there in your control. It will be taken care by whom, guys? IOC container. That means one more button is removed from the programmer or not, guys? This is one more reason why containers are called what? IOC containers in Spring. In regular core Java application, assigning dependent to target is who's, but in whose responsibility? IOC container will do for every Spring Bean or only on the requested ones? How you give those requested instructions? Either using XML or using annotation. Convinced, boss. Okay. The springs applied IOC containers are given to perform the following basic operations. The following two basic operations. Okay. Number one, spring beans life cycle management. Spring bean life cycle management. Number two, dependency management. Dependency management among the spring beans. Dependency management among the spring bean. Okay, guys, tell me here what is there. Life cycle management means what? Taking care of spring bean from birth to birth means object creation to birth to death. What is that? Object destruction. Object creation to object destruction. Yeah, tell me. Dependency management. What is that? Assigning dependent to spring bean class object to what is there, guys? Target spring bean class object. Assigning dependent spring bean class object to target spring bean class object. Okay, tell me, guys. The class, the guys. Faculty uses the student, a student uses the faculty. Yeah. Context to context, meaning will change, right, guys? Student uses the pen for writing notes. Okay, guys. Next one, guys. Okay, Flipkart. Next one is what? DTDC or Blue Dart. At least you might have heard one thing at least. Yeah, Blue Dart. I'll give a lot of real life and real time use cases. Yeah, here what is that? Flipkart uses, tell me, DTDC or Blue Dart as courier service. Don't ask me for what purpose, sir. Courier service will do courier activities, right? Uh, Uses for as courier service. Okay, guys. Next one, cricketer. Who is this? Cricketer. Here is cricket bat. Yeah, tell me, guys, cricket bat. Tell me. Cricketer uses. Okay, I'm wasting my time, your time. I think in India, cricket is not a game, it's a religion, right? Okay. Yeah, like this, we can take many examples, na boss. Many means many, right? Okay, I will write one small example. Service class, DAO class. Service class contains business logic. Business class also. DAO, data access object class, guys. What is that? DAO, data access object class. Yeah, tell me, guys. DAO class contains what, guys? Persistence logic. What logic, guys? Yeah, tell me, guys. Service class gets the input, using that input, do calculations, generates the result. Once results are generated, some of the input, some of the result should be combined, should be combined together, should be inserted into DB table. That needs persistence logic. That means service class needs a DAO class. That means service is the target class, DAO is the dependent class, guys. Okay, sometimes what happens, all inputs are there in database. By gathering those inputs, service class wants to generate the results by doing calculation. So for this purpose also, service need to talk with the DAO. DAO talks to database, gathers inputs and passes those inputs to what? Service. And service uses them as inputs and generates the results or not, guys. So whatever it is, service is looking to use what? DAO services. Can I say service class is target class? DAO class is dependent class, guys? Super. Yeah. Persistence logic means database operation. Business logic means calculations, analyzations, sorting, filtering, validations. Generally, what we see for generating result, all those are called what? Business logics. Okay, guys. Now tell me now. So now we need to understand little bit about dependency management. Dependency management. The process of assigning dependent class object to target class object is called dependency management. The process of arranging, the process of arranging dependent class object, okay, as required for the target class object is called as what? Dependency management. In core Java application, this work will be done by manually by programmer by calling one or other method in target class, right, boss? In target class, he creates the dependent class object manually, assigns what? Dependent class object to target class object. Are you getting my point there, guys? Super. Next one. In Spring application, okay, this work will be taken care by IOC container, but we need to declare which class is target class, which class is dependent class. Then only it will get clarity. Na? As part of lifecycle management, all Spring Bean objects it will create. All objects are ready. How does it know which class object should be injected to what? Which other class object? Which class object should be assigned to which other Spring Bean class object? How does it know? We have to give either XML based or what? Spring based in annotation based instructions, guys. So first of all, let me put one word over here. Using our XML or annotation configuration, we need to we need to specify the target and dependent Spring Bean for what container, guys? Configurations are inputs. Configurations are inputs. We need to specify Okay. Mr. Usman, attend classes sincerely. Spring Boot also uses same IOC container, no special IOC container. I think this point I keep on saying from last half an hour, right? I am not highlighting Spring Boot word here because we are just introducing Spring only. When I launch Spring Boot, I will tell all this statement. No special containers, no special beans in Spring Boot. Spring Boot also uses Spring Bean. Spring Boot also uses same IOC container. Then why it is Spring Boots are? Some other advantages are there. Some other simplifications are there. Containers wise, beans wise, both are same. In Spring and Spring Boot, both are. Right. Is it like overriding? No, sir. Overriding means what? Extension, boss. Extension is not overriding. Overriding is all about what? Replacing existing with new one, right? Mr. Randeep Singh, first try to know English meaning of overriding. Overriding is all about what? Replacing super things in sub, right? Okay. Fine, boss. Someone is saying, please spend more time. Please, guys, you just attend classes. How to teach, you don't do. What to teach, how to teach, you please leave it to me. I request everyone, Sri Ram. You just attended today's class and started giving suggestions. Don't waste classroom time like this. First, watch the backup videos. I request everyone, hand over your brain and be busy learning subject. Stop becoming my teacher. It's my request. Fine. So, dependency management. Shall we write some comments here? Mm. It is all about making underlaying. What do you mean by underlaying, boss? Where we are running in that application. Underlaying server R, container R, server R, container R, framework, framework. What is this, guys? Assigning framework, arranging. What is that? Arranging dependent Spring Bean class object to target Spring Bean class object as required. What do you mean by as required? Because I required in such a specific method. It should be visible only specific method. I required in throughout class in all the method. Yes, it should be injected in that manner. It should be arranged in that manner. Super, guys. Tell me, boss. In core Java application, dependent class object will be, tell me, assigned to target class object manual. Okay, manually by the program. By the program. Tell me, guys, Spring application, in Spring application, the dependent the dependent class object. Come on, guys. Will be assigned to target class object. Okay, automatically. What, guys? Automatically by the IOC container. By the IOC container. Based on the, what, guys? Based on the XMLR annotation, annotation, configure, okay, annotation style, inputs that are given. Inputs are configurations that are given. Are you understanding my statement, boss? Yeah, it's all about assigning dependent class object to target class object. Assigning DTDC class object to Flipkart. Course material class object to. Only the thing is, we are not doing IOC container. If you do also, that is assignment. That is simply called assignment. Dependency management means what, guys? Making underlying container or server or framework automatically or dynamically assigning dependent class object to what, guys? Target class object. Everyone getting my point? Are word is different, Babu. Operation is very simple. It's all about assigning one object to another object, one class object to another class object. Clear, guys? Got the point? Super, guys. Tell me, guys. Core Java application. Core Java application working with Flipkart DTDC exam. Flipkart DTDC use cases. Okay, guys. Tell me now what happened. Who loads the both the classes, guys? Indirectly. Indirectly. Programmer makes the JVM to load. Come on, guys. JVM to load both Flipkart and DTDC classes. Both Flipkart and DTDC classes. Are you understanding my statement, guys? Come on. Right. Programmer. What is, guys? Programmer assigns. Tell me. DTDC class object to. We'll see the same thing in programmatically also. I just want to show difference between both. DTDC programmer creates objects for both classes. Next one. Tell me next one. Programmer assigns DTDC class object to what is there? Flipkart class object. DTDC class object to Flipkart object. Tell me, guys. Programmer manages the both objects. Are you getting my point there or not? Come on. Programmer manages the both objects. Tell me next one. Programmer uses both objects for business activity. For application development, calculating bill amount, sending bill amount, all this stuff. For business activity. Lastly, what is there? Programmer, tell me, keeps both objects ready for garbage collection. Ready for what, guys? Garbage collection. Everything is taken care by programmer, na boss? Garbage collection means indirectly destroying object or not, guys? So that means programmer has to take multiple activities. But while developing big applications like enterprise application, web application, there will be so many classes, so many objects I have to create. Everything I should take care means it is time consuming process or not. If someone says I will take care of all these activities, you just worry about developing classes. Loading classes, creating object, managing object, assigning dependent object to target class object. You give it to me. You just spend time on what? Developing classes, writing business logics in the methods. Remaining everything you leave it to me. Then burden on the programmer will be reduced or not, guys? Definitely burden on the programmer is reduced or not? Super, guys. Tell me, guys. Spring application. Same. What is that? Flipkart DTDC use case. Use case means what? Same story, boss. Tell me, who loads the classes, guys? First of all, programmer creates IOC content because arranging container is my responsibility. How we create, guys? How we create, guys? Annotation config, application context. I already said, what is that? Spring containers are lightweight containers, right, boss? If you take one predefined class, create object for it, so container is ready or not ready? Container is ready or not ready? See, that much easy it is. Annotation config. Oh, what is this? Application context. Annotation config, application context. Is that clear, guys? Super. After that, what next? Programmer creates IOC container. Tell me. IOC container loads both target and dependent classes. Target and dependent classes. Who are these guys? Flipkart, DTDC. IOC container creates objects for both target and dependent classes. Right, boss? Super. IOC container assigns. IOC container assigns. Tell me. Dependent class object to. Dependent class object to. Target class object. When I say dependent class object, what is that, guys? DTDC. To target class object. What is that, guys? Flipkart class object. Right, boss? Right, boss. Tell me next one. Who manages both objects? IOC container manages both target and dependent class objects. Right, boss? After all, they are spring beans now, boss. Okay. Next one. Programmer access. Programmer access the objects. What is that? Target and dependent. Programmer access target and what? Dependent. And uses them as required. When they are there with IOC container and IOC container is created by programmer, you can ask IOC container every time. I need that object, give me object. Okay, uses them as required for business activities. As required for business activities. I hope you understood, guys. Super. IOC container destroys both target and dependent objects. Both target and dependent objects. Tell me, guys, can I call these two activities are life cycle activities, guys? Can I call this one also life cycle activity? Managing both objects and destroying also life cycle activity? I want reply, boss. Can I call this one as what, guys? Dependency management activity, na, boss? Dependency management activity or not? I want reply, boss. Here is my star symbol, right, boss? Okay, here also star symbol. Here also I will write star symbol. Okay, in this place, I will write star symbol, right, boss? Yeah, now tell me, star indicates life cycle management. Okay, single star indicates what, guys? Spring Bean life cycle management. What is that? Spring Bean life cycle management. Star star. Where is next one? Stars. Here is the green color, guys. Tell me. Okay. Mr. Sajid Khan, I already said using annotation, we should give instruction. Who is a target, who is dependent. Please be in the classes. Please be in the classes. Life cycle management. If you listen off, if you play with the mobile off, this kind of doubts only will come. I want every online student keep the mobile half kilometer distance and attend the class. If you start playing with mobile, you will get only 50% subject. Okay. Tell me, guys, what is this? Spring Bean dependency management. Spring Bean dependency management. Is it not interesting, Rababu? Come on, everyone. Easy. At least you are able to feel what is what. You're able to feel what is what. Come on, I want reply. Super. Okay, now I am giving final touch, guys. This is my application. What is this? This is my application. In this application, JVM is there as usual. Inside the application, I will be creating one IOC container, right? I will be creating one what? IOC container. What? Okay, first let me write what is what. JRE oblique JV. An application is running, JRE will be there. Inside the JRE, JVM will be there or not there? Definitely. This is our application. Our Spring application. Okay, inside this, what is this, guys? IOC container. Here is my what, guys? IOC container. Here is my Flipkart class, DTDC class. These are just classes, right, boss? Flipkart class, DTDC class. DTDC class. Flipkart class, DTDC class. After loading class, what it will do, guys? Creates the object. What object, guys? After loading class, what it will do? Creates the object. Create the Flipkart class object, creates the DTDC object. Yes, na boss? Yeah, this is going to be what object? Flipkart object. Flipkart object. Here is my what? DTDC object. Convinced with me, guys. I want reply. Super. Our Spring application IOC container. Okay, now once both are ready, along with managing those objects, it will assign DTDC class object to Flipkart object, na boss. This is called dependency management, na boss. Come on. This is dependency management, na boss. Come on, guys. Okay. Once container is stopped or container is down, it also take care of destroying both objects. It also take care of destroying both objects. That means if necessary, it will destroy both objects or not, guys. Okay. Here small red mark. Here also small red mark. Indicating object destruction is done. Indicating object destruction. And now come to this. Come to this. So here I will take number 1. Here I will take number 1, guys. Yeah, tell me. This is number 2. This is number 3. Number 4. number 5. Here is my number 6. Yeah. Just try to focus what's happening. Okay. IOC container loads both target and dependent classes. Okay. Can I call this one is number 1, guys? Can I identify loading classes? Actually, classes are originally there in what? Hard disk. Dot class files are all originally there in jar file. Jar file allocating memory in what? Hard disk. From hard disk they are coming to IOC container memory. Indirectly JVM memory. Come on. Indirectly they are coming to JVM memory or not, guys? So definitely they are coming to JVM memory. Hash 1. Here is my what, guys? Hash 2. Yeah, loading of classes is done. Okay, then what is next, guys? Second one, object creation. Yeah, this object creation can, acha, 1 minute is my mistake. Here also hash 1 only, na? There also hash 1. What do you say, guys? Array hash means reflection of some action. In my classes, hash means reflection of some action. Tell me, guys, what is next one? Hash 2 is object creation here. Hash 2 is object creation here. I want reply. Okay. Hash 3 is dependency management. Hash 3 is dependency management. Come on, guys. And hash 6, 5 and 6 is accessing objects and using the objects. Accessing objects and using the object. And this is going to be what? Hash 6. Here is my what, guys? Hash 6. This is purely going to be distraction. It's a purely going to be what? Distraction. I hope you got it, guys. Understood my statement, guys. Okay, whatever I talked, this is reflecting diagrammatically or not, boss? Super, boss. So I think now we are able to feel the difference between core Java application without container and Spring application with container. And you are able to feel how container managing lifecycle, how container is performing dependency management. Okay, but now listen carefully. In dependency management, there are 2 ways of implementation, guys. We can implement dependency management in 2 ways. Number 1, dependency lookup. Number 2, dependency injection. What is that, guys? DL, DI. Lots of people industry uses shortcuts a lot. DI, DL. Dependency lookup, dependency injection. Now, this is very interesting. You have to focus. We can implement dependency management. Okay, in 2 ways. In 2 approaches. Number 1, what is that? Dependency lookup, guys. DL. Dependency lookup. Other one is what, guys? Dependency injection. What is there? DI. DI. So shall we take dependency lookup first, guys? Yeah. Lookup means searching, boss. You know that, na? Lookup. Okay. Whenever some criminal escaped from crime scene or escaped from a bank after robbing the bank, so on him, lookup notice will be given, na, boss? Lookup notice is nothing but search notice. And high level lookup notice is red corner notice, boss. What do you mean by red corner notice? Okay, in all airports, naval ports, okay, is information will be there. That person information will be there. When he try to leave the country and what is that? The airport authority people will catch. That is called red corner notice. What notice, guys? Yeah. Vijay Mallya left country. After 2 days, our country has issued red corner notice. Okay, na? That's why he escaped, boss. Fine, whatever it is. Red corner notice. Dependency lookup. Lookup means searching. Searching the dependent. Here, programmer should write logics in target class to search and get required dependent class object from different places, from different resources. Container role will be there, but very limited role. The programmer only should spend time, should write logics in target class to search and get required dependent class object from various resources. Whatever I have isolating so far, that is dependency injection style. But here I am saying what? Programmer only should spend time and to search and get the dependent class object. In this model, what happened? Definitely dependent is arranged for target, guys. Let us try to understand real life example of dependency lookup. Real life means understanding sake. Real time means scenario. Java scenario, technical scenario. Real life example. Course material, student. Student is the target. Here respond. Okay, next one. Course material is dependent. Okay. Daily student going to Naresh IT front office asking for course material. They said come tomorrow, come day after tomorrow. One day he got the course material. Tell me, your target is spending time, spending logic to search and get his course material or not? What's happening there? Dependency lookup is happening or not, guys? Super. That's a real life example, guys. So in dependency lookup, what happens, guys? What happened? Dependent target is pulling the dependent from different resources. Searching and pulling, right, guys? Super. What is the technical example? But before telling technical example, I must introduce one software called JNDA registry. What registry? Yeah. Java naming and directory interface. That is called JNDI. What is the word I am saying, guys? JNDI. Just keep in mind, guys, I will talk much about this in coming few minutes. See, boss, I developed Paytm object as a distributed application. People should access it, right? People should access that object and use it mean, first of all, I have to keep that object in such a place which provides the global visibility. To provide global visibility to any object, you can keep that object in a special software called JNDA registry. What registry, guys? Okay, now listen. I know Spring and I can teach Spring. I can work on Spring. But if I keep that knowledge with me, that information with me, do you think you are aware of my services? Aware of my skill? What I did, the moment I realized I know something and I want to share with people, I registered myself with Naresh IT. I given my details to Naresh IT so that they expose it to you people. That's why you are able to connect to me and you are able to take my services. So I am like Flipkart object. You are like users of the Flipkart. And Naresh IT is like JNDA registry or not, guys? I am there, you are there. But in between, Naresh IT not there. Do you think my services are visible to you? Not possible. Similarly, Paytm people developed what? UPA payment in a great manner, tested, working super, but it is not kept in public domain. Do you think people can access it? To keep any Java object service in public domain or in global domain, one special software is there. What is that special software, guys? J&A registry. I have a Java application. This Java application wants to talk to J&A registry, want to search for Paytm object, and wants to access Paytm object to the application. This process is called J&A lookup operation or not, guys? Indirectly dependency lookup operation or not, guys? The way you are connecting to Naresh IT website, searching for my service, getting my batch details, and using batch detail, is it not dependency lookup, guys? You are the target because you want to use my service. But my service is directly accessible to you. Where I registered myself, you are connecting to Naresh IT, either by going to front office or by visiting the website. Come on. You searched for my batch, found it, accessed it, joined in that batch, started using my services. What is happening there? Dependency lookup. I am like Paytm, you are like Paytm users, and Naresh IT is like what? Registry where Paytm is registered. Easy, boss. Okay, guys. If target is spending some time writing some logic to search and get required dependent class object from various resources like J&A registry, is it not called dependency lookup, guys? Are you getting my point there? So myself is Paytm object. J&A registry is like Naresh IT, and target classes are students are like target class. And who is going to do lookup operation? Faculty will do or student will do? On whom they will do? On the faculty or on the J&A registry? On the J&A registry they do to get the faculty service. Easier, boss. I know J&A registry is new, but don't ask me how to install J&A registry where to. That is not the question now. That is not the point now. There is a service called J&A registry. Inside that, all popular useful Java objects can be placed for public visibility. Connecting to J&A registry, searching for one object, getting one object is called J&A lookup operation. Nothing but dependency lookup operation. Got it, my dear? Yes. Okay, now I'll write few comments there, guys. Here, the target class writes some logics to search and get required dependent class object from various resources and registries. Various resources and registries. Yeah. Here, target class is searching and getting. 1 minute. Searching and getting dependent class object. Dependent class object. That means target is pulling the dependent from different places. Pull is the word, guys. Pull is the most important word. It is not automatically assigned. It is what? Searched and pulled. Okay. Example 1. Student. Who is this? Target. Getting is course material. What is this? Dependent. Dependent, right? by asking for it, by asking for it in the Naresh IT office. In the Naresh IT office. Yeah, this is like registry na boss. This is like registry. Yeah. Next, guys. Once the useful object is created or developed, then it will be placed in a special software called, what is that? JNDI registry. In a special software called JNDI registry. What is JNDI, guys? Java naming and directory interface. Are some dictionary kind of thing, boss. Okay, because whenever you want phone number, you'll open telephone dictionary. Here some useful objects are there. Okay. Name directory interface. Yeah, tell me guys, example are J&A registries. Example J&A registries. I'm trying to give some example J&A registry. RMI registry. The useful object that are created using RMI will be kept in what? RMI registry. So that client application can search and get it. Can search and get it. Cause registry. Corba people uses this registry to get the useful objects by searching in it, guys. WebLogic registry. Wildfly registry. Generally, EasyB people uses these concepts, guys. Next we have, okay, I think these are enough, guys. And Excel. WebLogic registry, Wildfly registry, all these are various registries we are having now, boss. I want reply. Wildfly registry. Yes, boss. Example 2, guys. Example 2 on lookup operation. The way Java class, here is nothing but target. Okay. Contacts the JNDI registry. Contacts what? JNDI registry. And to search and get, to search and get any required object or object reference. Either object or what? Object reference. Required object or object reference. Or what, guys? JNDI is called what, guys? JNDI registry. Is that clear, my dear? Come on. Yeah, tell me here. Let us assume this is my J&A registry, guys. Right, J&A registry is also one Java service, boss. And in J&A registry, only Java services we can keep. That means only Java objects we can keep, not every useless object, boss. Okay. And we don't keep every small object in J&A registry. Quite useful distributed applications we place, boss. Distributed application services are very useful service and they can be accessed from remote places or not. Paytm, weather report, ICC score component. These are very useful distributed application. Those services we keep in J&D registry for public visibility. Yes or no? Na? From my side, voice problem is not there. Muhammad Asif. Check your network bandwidth. Stop using mobile data. Try to connect to Wi-Fi. Yeah, tell me here, what is this? J&DI registry. Okay, don't come to one conclusion until I complete this diagram. J&A registry. Tell me, boss. Yeah. Here, every object that is placed in J&A registry, we will be keeping one nickname kind of thing. J&A registry is internally map collection, Rava. Map collection, every element contains key and value. Map collection, every element contains one key and one value. Yes or no, na? Here also, what will be there? Key will be there, but in our discussion, we call it as nickname. We call it as nickname. Here, what will be maintained? Object or object reference. Okay. Now tell me here. PTM, PM is the nickname. PTM is the nickname. PTM is the nickname. Tell me, guys, what is this? PTM object reference. PTM object reference. Next, ICC is the nickname. ICC is core object reference. All distributed applications, boss. For public visibility, I am keeping in what? J and A registry. Next, ICC. Then weather report, guys. Deblar is the nickname. What is this? Weather report object reference. Weather report object reference. Next one. Weather report object reference. Like these, many other objects can be kept or not. When Paytm is kept, PhonePe also can be kept. GPay also can be kept. Come on, guys. Yeah, this is my, okay, this is my target class. Let us assume Flipkart class. This is my target class, nothing but Flipkart class. Okay, guys, tell me the way I am connecting to this. The way I am connecting to this. The way I am getting, tell me. Paytm object reference, guys. The way I am connecting to this, the way I am getting Paytm object reference is nothing but what, guys? Lookup operation or not? Search, what is that? Search, what is that? PTM. Okay, what I am going to get? Paytm object reference. Yeah, don't you think it is lookup operation? Technically, okay, we can say JNDI lookup operation. JNDI lookup operation. Tell me, boss. This is you. This is you. And JNDI registry is like Naresh IT. And Paytm reference is like faculty. You are connecting to Naresh IT, searching for Natraj sir, and you got my reference, and you access my reference and started using that for attending classes. Everywhere, that's the beauty of object-oriented programming, boss. Everywhere, everything is visible. Only the thing is we have to correlate. That's it. The day you correlate, you will be enjoying subject. Easy, boss. Yeah, Flipkart is the target class. Can I say all these are dependent objects now, boss? All these are dependent objects. Objects are refs. Dependent objects are what? Refs, guys. Super, guys. Sir, if I seriously write the code, what kind of code I should write? J&A code. How JDBC coding is there? J&A code also there. In JDBC, to establish the connection, what is the line we use? Connection con is equal to driver manager dot get connection. Okay. In JNDI, to establish the connection with the JNDI registry, okay, create connection with the JNDI registry. Create connection with J and A registry. What is this? Initial context IC is equal to new initial context of initial context IC is equal to new initial context of this. Some properties we pass, guys. These properties will have location of the J and A registry. How connection object represent connectivity with the database? Here initial context object represent connectivity with what, guys? J and A registry. Are you getting my point there, guys? Super, boss. Next, perform lookup operation. Lots of people think that, oh, J&A code is great coding, 2 lines coding. One object for connection establishment, one more line for searching and getting the object. Tell me, all these objects are identified with object name or nicknames? In attendance register, you are identified with what? Roll number, your full name. In array sheet, you are identified with registration number, full name. In J&A registry, when you are keeping each object, we will provide one nickname, na? Easy identification. Because if you start identifying with object name, okay, very lengthy names will be there, or sometimes they are not visible to us. They are not exposed to us. That's why for easiness, they are identified with what? Nickname. And these nicknames are always unique, boss. They don't allow two objects taking same nickname. You can choose while keeping the object in register, you can choose, but they should be unique names. Tell me, guys. Paytm, Paytm TM is equal to, tell me, typecasting, guys. Why typecasting? Can you guess? Whatever it returns, it will return as an object class reference. Why? In that gender history, any object can be there, boss. How they directly return Paytm? That's a original return type of lookup method is object class. But I want in the form of Paytm. Typecasting is required or not required? Okay, if you are not getting this line, 1 minute. I'll get into your level. Object to obj is equal to IC dot lookup, right, guys? IC dot lookup, what is PTM? What is PTM, guys? Nickname, na? What is PTM? Nickname or not? Okay, guys. But using OBJ, can I call Paytm class methods? When superclass reference variable is referring to subclass object, can we call direct methods of subclass using that reference variable? You know this point? If you are feeling new, you are weak in core Java. When superclass reference variable is referring to one of its subclass object, can we call subclass direct method using that reference variable? Which methods we can call? Common methods you can call. Common methods means the one that are there in superclass overridden in the subclass. The one that are there in superclass overridden in the subclass. Common methods you can call. You cannot call what methods, guys? Direct methods of this subclass. Simple theory, Rababu. Your father connected to you, said, give me your money. You can say no because you earned that money, right? But from father, some amount is came to you as part of asset distribution, right? And that's a common money, na? He can ask that money or not. He can ask that money or not, guys. When father refers you, he can ask common money. You don't have any right to ask money earned by you. Right now, boss? That's it. Yeah. Tell me. Okay, then what should I do next? Paytm TM is equal to Paytm. What is there, guys? Paytm of, tell me, OBs, typecasting. Sir, what's the problem if I don't do that? Array, if I don't do that, can I invoke the business methods? Invoke the business methods of Paytm. Yeah. Yeah, tell me guys, string message is equal to tm dot do payment, pm dot do payment of 2000 rupees. Yes. So it will tell, not only I accessed the Paytm object, I started using Paytm object for 2000 rupees payment or not, guys. So that means here also dependent is given to target, but target is spending time to search and get the dependent class object or not, guys. I hope you understood the technical example also, boss. It's a bit heavy, boss. That's why dependency injection came into picture. In industry, which will be used a lot, dependency injection. How it is better, we'll discuss later. I hope, are you comfortable with the dependency lookup? The way target class writes logic to connect to different to search and get dependent classes, required dependent class object from those resources is called dependency lookup. Say something, my dear. Real life example. The way student goes to front office, ask that person, this person, and for 2-3 days, and gets the material is called what? Dependency lookup. In our real life example, guys, okay, in this example, this target class is nothing but student, and J&D registry is nothing but front office people, Naresh IT office people, and all these Paytm, all these are like course material, na? The way Java application connects to J&A registry, searches and get required dependent object and uses that object for his requirement is also called dependency lookup. Tell me, in dependency lookup, target is pulling the dependent or not, guys? Target is pulling the dependent or not, guys? But still dependency lookup is not over, guys. I just given what? Basic idea about dependency lookup. We'll discuss its advantages and disadvantages. Then we will move to dependency injection. Are you comfortable? Like this. Now, little bit technicality I have added today, right? And this technicality will convert into coding after 1-2 sessions. This is how we have to study the subject. Day 1, if you write the code, most spring is tough. Are you enjoying the sessions? Concept is very important because this reflect exactly in the coding. This exactly reflecting the coding. Those who are feeling theory mean you are not at all open to get the subject, boss. If you are feeling it's a theory, you are in a wrong side. You should feel this is a concept. These things reflect exactly in the coding. Yes or no, na? Sumit Singh, if you are feeling little hard, first complete core Java, then come to me. Those who are feeling hard, guys, I can say your prerequisites are very bad. Please complete core Java, then come. Because you are not able to recognize basic words like initial context, lookup method. That means you are now new to coding. Those who are new to core Java coding, don't come. Until you complete 50% of core Java, sir, from whom you learn, that does not matter. How much you can utilize, that matters, right? It's how much you can utilize the knowledge that matters. Okay. Super, guys. Mr. Vamsi. Vamsi. Okay, your Venkatesh sir is great. Happy, huh? Huh? Fine. You and your child activities. Fine, guys. All faculties will teach the same Java, Babu. Did they create new Java for you? Only presentation is different, use cases are different, Examples may be different. Depthness, lightness, these are the concepts, right? But at the end, you will get same subject. Aisa no na? I teach same spring, ex-faculty teach same spring. Maybe presentation here and there, right, boss? That's why, please. Okay. So can I upload the notes, guys? First of all, let me upload the admin. Please share the backup videos to students.